change is inevitable. I'm going through a lot right now on all the levels. And there's also the seasons, the cycles. We're going into the fall now. And then in the world, there's so many changes on all the levels, all the systems. Like since 2020, there's been massive change. And when you're in that, it gets overwhelming, especially when things are happening all at once. You feel like everything is changing all at once and you're not even sure who you are and what's going on and all the things. And so that's why I want to talk about change today. I have a lot going on at work, a lot of changes there, still continuous changes. I just kind of had a little shock when I got back to work yesterday, and who knows what's going to happen. Another thing is just, again, the seasons, the world, the government, just all the things. Me personally, adapting new habits, slowly adapting certain habits that I had stopped doing for a period of time, getting back into that. I'm working on my business. I'm working on these products that I keep talking about for you all. Just all the things, working on my relationships, working on my own mental, emotional, spiritual things on, like I said, all the levels. This is life. And it can be overwhelming because you're doing all of that at one time. And then we're on this floating rock and all these other things that are going on. Like, I get it. But what I want to talk about is the fact that we have such a weak nervous system, or traumatized nervous system. And our bodies have to be able to withstand all the energetic waves, literally, all the information that we pick up on, that we can see and that we can't see, all, like hear and all the senses. And so when we've been so depleted and traumatized, it is hard to be able to exercise our abilities, our natural abilities. It's hard for your body to heal itself unless you're in homeostasis, which is your baseline. It's like you're good, nervous system's good, regulated, all the things. So now your body can heal itself and we can start to build and get better and heal and just all these things. But until we get there for a period of time, those things, it's going to be hard to sustain those things. And then you're going to keep stopping. You're going to feel like things aren't working. So we need to have an environment that's conducive to allowing you to be in homeostasis, baseline, regulated. This is internal work because you have to feel safe here at home when all the other things are going on in the world, and you can't control a lot of that. You can only really control what's happening in here. And so a part of the overwhelm with a lot of change at one time is that you don't feel control. You feel like things are out of control. So I'm going to talk to you today. I just rearranged my room. Feels good, getting feng shui, right? I don't really know much about it, but a good reset is always nice. And that's the first thing I want to talk about is resets. Sometimes there are resets that are unexpected, like meeting people that you never thought you would meet, getting into a new relationship, having to get a new job. You leave one job and going to another one, but when you leave the first job, you didn't really know sometimes. And so having to get a new job, well, it's your first day at the job or your first day at school or just any type of those resets where you're going into something new. You feel kind of exhilarated, excited, maybe nervous, but it's all a level of excitement. Because you're unsure, you're not sure what's going to happen, but you're expecting that hopefully something good's going to happen. Another type of reset that you can do is intentional. This is something that you can have control over, which is like spring cleaning. That's pretty cool. Right now, it's fall, but I just did a whole cleaning session, which is always good to do every once in a while. And that's like a reset. In doing that, you're showing your mind, maybe more so subconsciously, that things are changing and it can feel better. So this is something you can have control over and you can intentionally put into your life. We can create these situations. So cleaning your house, picking a room to rearrange, decluttering, doing something different than the usual, and you're changing your physical space so you can actually see it manifested into reality right there. So you're proving to yourself that it is possible for some sort of positive change. Some other things you can do is take a vacation. A lot of times we take a vacation and it's like, oh my God, it's so good. It's hard to come back to the real world. So vacation is like a reset. So you can do this intentionally. We don't have to wait for a holiday. Sometimes you do because of work and all that, but if we can do a staycation, do something different over just the weekend or whatever days you have off, maybe we can do that. That's why people take retreats and things. These are resets, intentional resets. You need to reset. So when you hit this breaking point and it's just too much and it's overwhelming, you need some sort of reset. You can take something as small as a new route to work, a new route to the store, try a new grocery store, do something different than the usual. This is a change that you're actually controlling. And then you just see what happens. I'm just going to new places, actually get out of the house. I'm starting certain new habits, new hobbies. These are just, again, small changes that you can make now to prove to yourself that something new can happen. Things can change, especially when you feel like you're trapped and you're living the same thing over and over again. Let's choose some new things. Maybe we need to change our clothes. Let's change our wardrobe, donate some clothes, and then slowly accumulate new clothes for this new wardrobe, for this new identity, this new person that you are now, because you're claiming that. Change your hair up. As you can see what I did. Sometimes I do this. I do random things like that. Sometimes for fun. Sometimes maybe it's like mental crisis. I don't know. But or sometimes just to switch it up, to just do things different and see what happens. You never know what happens. You don't know what you like until you do it. You don't know what looks right on you, feels good until you put it on. That's why you try on clothes at the store. That's why we try new foods. You don't know if you like it because you've never had it, but until you try it, you wouldn't know. So you just do it. If it's not good, you don't get it again the next time. You move around the room, move things around, you're not sure, but you do it, and then you see, and then maybe it doesn't go right there. Maybe it's better over here, but you never even thought about that because you never looked that way. After you moved this, you didn't know you had that space right there. Whatever it is, maybe now is a good time to do some of these small things, intentional resets, to help you get out of that darkness, to help you get out of whatever it is that you're feeling right now, that overwhelm, and have some sense of small control there. But again, it's normal to feel overwhelmed. It's normal to feel uncomfortable and uncertain. This is life. That's going to happen. You're not going to know. It's a part of it. You can look at this as just an opportunity for growth, if you want to go there. It's your opportunity to find an area to grow in. One, again, that you have some sort of control over and that you may have been wanting to change, but you just never did it before. Try it. If it doesn't work, go back to doing the same thing. You do it now. You know how to do that. Let's try something different. Picking an area of control so that you can prove to yourself that you do have control and that things can change in a more positive way, in a different way, just to switch it up, just to bring you some new emotions or something. Just do something different. And when you do that, you trigger something in the world, in the universe, all the elements. It's an alchemical response that happens that you cannot see, and it sparks other things. You can say it's a butterfly effect type of situation. And if you haven't seen that movie, definitely watch it. But it's something along the lines of, let's say, I don't know if this is exactly how it goes, but if the butterfly flaps its wings a certain way, it's going to affect time in a different place, or it's going to affect something else. Let's say it starts a tornado somewhere, or whatever it is. So when you change something, it affects other things around you, a ripple effect that you can't see, but it does affect that change. And so another thing is clarity comes through action. There is a time and place for studying and researching, gathering information, figuring things out, planning. I'm doing this right now. I'm in the library right now in a study room. But then there's also a level of, you've got enough of that. You don't need any more of that. It's actually hindering you. So you need to move. You need to act. And clarity comes through action. Confidence comes through action. Direction comes through action. As you start to move, it will reveal the things that you need to see and know. You're going to, again, know what you like and don't like. And then I'm going to move in this direction because I didn't like that. So now in this direction, other things are going to be revealed to me because now I know about this. And so I'm going to look more into the things like, let's say, my clothes, my material. If I didn't like that one texture, but I want to try it out, then I know I'm only going to get clothes with this certain specific type of texture. So it's going to help me eliminate some other things. And I don't even need to worry about them. I'm not going to get that anymore. I know I don't like it, so I'm not going to go there. I'm going to get this texture clothes, and move in that direction. And then I find out that, oh, there's actually a different type of clothing, and it's waterproof and wrinkle proof and lightweight and all this, and I love it. It makes me feel good when I put it on. Like, I feel comfortable. Oh my God, that's great. And then I find my new style that I like, or whatever the thing is. Now I'm going to change up my hair. Now I'm going to do my skin routine. Whatever it is, whatever your process is, your journey is right now in life, it's going to be different for everyone. You won't know until you do it. You take this one job, you find out you're actually probably not good at that, or you don't want to do that for 40 hours a week plus. So I'm not even going to do that. I would much rather just go do this, go clean tables or whatever, make that money, get some tips, and then I can do this other thing on the side that I like to do. Whatever it is, but you don't know until you do it. But through doing it, you gain confidence, because now you know, I'm not going to put that on. Like, I know I don't like that texture, so I'm not even going to go there. So whenever that opportunity comes, I'm good. I'm good on that. I already know. That builds confidence. You know, these are knowings. So now you're starting to stand on a more foundational ground. I have a controlled environment. I've set these different things into place. I've figured some things out. Now I'm building confidence in myself, because I can try new things, and I'm proving to myself that I can do this. So again, these are just small things that you can do to help get yourself out of that hole, to help get yourself unstuck, to feel like you're not drowning, so that you can actually breathe a bit more. Again, it's some sort of sense of control, and you want to lean into it because it's there. The obstacle is the way. And so in that, though, what area that you do have control over, can you do right now? And again, allow it to show you some other things. We're not just focused on that one specific thing. I know we can get hyper focused, but then sometimes we step back and then say, okay, what did I learn from this? Now I need to adjust, because I've hit my wall there and it's not working anymore. So I need to do something different. Maybe it's the same thing, but I need to approach it in a different way. Maybe I need to do it at a different time of day. Like with my vlogs, I'm thinking about, actually right now it's like a little after 3 in the afternoon. Like I said, I was rearranging my room, cleaning. I slept in. I feel good. Got that rest, which is awesome. I'm going to do that again tonight. And if you're following along, you probably can see a difference. You probably notice a difference. In the evening, I can talk a bit more about these things. My mind is working a bit better. I've been able to process some information. And so I may be doing these vlogs in the evenings now, and then saving the mornings for my research, for my dumping my brain out on the paper and doing whatever I need to do like that. In the evenings, then I'll vlog. And hopefully I'll be able to stay consistent with doing that. That would be a goal. So I'm sharing this. Hopefully my storage is not full right now and it's still recording. If so, I am so grateful for you all who have been sticking around. If you're new here, whenever you see my videos, we do one small habit. This is your time to do your one small habit. Lean into the change, into the new. What is something new that you can do today? Let's make that the habit right now. When you see these videos, we're going to do something new. I painted my nail green randomly. People ask me why. Oh, money, abundance? No, heart chakra. Yes, that's why. But of course, money helps you do things. It's a tool. But anyway, yes, let's do our one small habit. And what else? We're going to smile. We're going to breathe. And I just thank you for sharing this time with me. I really do appreciate it. Go ahead and subscribe if you are new here. And everybody give me a like, a thumbs up. I really do appreciate that. You all keep me going. Thank you to those who have been commenting. That's awesome. I love talking with you all. Find me on social media at AlchemMentor, all over the place. And until the next video, remember to keep shining.